If you are getting ready to update or renovate your kitchen, you're not going to want to miss today's episode. We're going to talk about some trends, we're going to talk about some time-saving tips, and we're going to talk about overall design with your kitchen that may help you save some money. Hey, and welcome to the Pinktoolgirl studio. My name is Sandy, and I will be your host each week for a show that details DIY, home improvement, and home decor projects where we can find out how to get the right tool for your project. Hello, my name is Sandy.
I'm Hannah.
And we are here at the Pinktoolgirl studio with yet another episode for you. And this week we are going to be highlighting one of the questions that I actually get. I think we get maybe the most questions on this. I don't know. It's between, who knows? Mm-hmm. We got a lot of questions. And if you have some, make sure that you comment below. But this week, what's our topic?
Cabinets.
Cabinets. Okay, so I think that this is a love-hate relationship for most people. They either love their cabinets or they hate them. And it's like the number one debate of when you have a good solid cabinet, whether you should only replace the doors and make those nicer, or whether you should just gut your kitchen and start from scratch. So we bring to you yet another way to decide which one's best for you. Now, have you ever...
Highway to custom.
Yeah, that's right. And this is all about, again, we are not contractors, we are not real estate people. All we are here to do is to bring to you ideas that you can have for your DIY, home improvement, and home decor. Because custom doesn't have to be, or wait, what did we decide how we were saying that? DIY doesn't have to be...
Doesn't have to look cheap.
But it can always look customed.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we're still working on that one. Tell us what you think. But anyhow, so tell me, have you ever been through a kitchen renovation?
I pseudo have.
Okay.
I kind of was around for my parents doing it, but it took them a while because my dad did most of it and had somebody help him with the cabinets, which was the hardest part.
Full gut? And then replace the cabinets?
I want to say it was very similar to a full gutter processing, gutting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So when it comes to cabinets, again, I can't even give a price range because you can do it uber inexpensive. And then I have seen some of the most amazing kitchens ever that just kind of make you go, huh. Like my friend had a KitchenAid stand that would go into her cabinet and then come back up. I know, it sounds like such a, like if you have one, you're probably going, well, yeah, doesn't everybody? No. No, and when I did get my KitchenAid, I was like, oh, look at that. It's like a little spring action thing that just go, I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. So I'm just saying, as a person who...
That's what dreams are made of, people.
Yes. Okay, so when it came to, I've done 3 different types of cabinets in kitchens, 4, 5, I don't know. I stopped counting. One time I went out and bought the straight off the shelf 6 or 7 different sizes, whether it was 24 or 36 or cabinets or drawers. But I got raw wood right off of the Home Depot or Lowe's shelf.
She's brave.
And brought it in, screwed it in. That was my first apartment. My dad owned a duplex and he let me gut the kitchen and let me try it. And so I was like, I was 21 years old and I said, let's do it. And I stained them. And that was the longest project ever. And it wasn't pretty. Like, it was just basic.
Sure.
And frankly, I think it was even before I thought of drawer pulls and doorknobs. Like, I think I had to go underneath when I think about it.
Get the knob.
I'm just saying, it was, you know.
Even if they're temporary.
I don't think I did that on this. I think I had to reach under. That's really funny. I just thought about that. And then a house that Andy and I bought before, the bones were good. Like and we didn't feel like we wanted to like totally gut that one. So we took the faces off of all of them and did re-hardware and repainted them. Again, not my favorite project because I was doorless for a couple of weeks.
It's rough.
And I mean, but it really turned out pretty.
But sometimes that might be your temporary solution until you can really find that cabinet or maybe save the money that you want to do to get your
dream
bones
kitchen.
and all.
Sure.
But it can be a really fun DIY project. Maybe it's a little longer, but you're not cabinetless for a while.
And she brings up a good point that it can give you another couple of years in order to make it, or if you're reselling your house and you just wanted to have a fresh look, you know, a little bit of coat of paint on it, a little different hardware, that really can make your cabinets.
Absolutely. And you're not faking anything. It's just that it's a whole new look. If the bones are good, then why sacrifice all that time and all that extra money when you can still have a great custom look?
Right, and somebody might come in and not want that anyway as their kitchen. I know we just redid a house, a rental house that we're trying to sell, and that was my big debate was, you know, how good to go in the kitchen, because a kitchen is such a personal space.
Absolutely.
You know, you really, I mean, for those of us who like, I feel like I spend all my time in my kitchen. It's like my kitchen and the schoolroom. Like, those are the two places I am. And, okay, so another thing is, I was just talking to a friend the other day, and we were talking about the price of cabinets if you're going new. And the trend right now, you know, there's like 3 different sizes that you can go height. And then instead of having that bulkhead, they're going all the way to the ceiling. So that's like almost buying a whole new set of kitchen. Or, you know, like you're doing double things. And I love that. I think it looks awesome for me being, and again, I always compare my height to Hannah. Okay, I'm 5'1", so my ceilings were 8 feet in that room. So having cabinet space all the way to 8 feet, I didn't need it. I would have had to have like that old school rail with the ladder on it, you know, from the libraries, like singing and dancing in my kitchen as I swing back and
Another custom addition to the kitchen.
Wouldn't that be fun? I could really dig that, you know, for pots and pans and stuff, like swinging, and I could sing as I, anyhow.
The other nice thing about cabinets too is there's different types. Like my parents have not only the Lazy Susan, the pull out, but they also have, you'll see, maybe we'll make this that episode of my mom's laminate, but they have a little drawer and it just pops out where it keeps like all of their dish stuff. There's just different things you can do.
And I linked to that because I had never seen that before, and they and that was a faux drawer that he took off and added the sink to. Now, when you do that to your kitchen, so when you add height beyond the actual whatever size you got, I think I got the middle size, and I can't remember, I'm sorry, I think it's 36 inches, but I'm not positive. I forgot to check that fact before I went. But I didn't go with the extra height just because of my own height, and so I have a bulkhead. But I did a crown molding around the top of it, so it kind of closes it off, and you don't really see that it doesn't go the whole way up. I don't think. Like, you don't walk in and go, oh, look at that bulkhead, how 1990s.
Sure.
You know, or whatever. You know, it doesn't look dated, it just, you know, it was what I decided. A second thing was the type of specialty drawers, and that will add to your cost or subtract from your cost depending on. So for me, I don't know if you noticed when you were down in my kitchen, my garbage can is part of my cabinet. I love that.
It's a really big thing for people, and it's worth it. It's worth it a look.
It is. It's a small feature, but if it's like an upsell of I don't know how much or whatever, I was like, yes, please. Yes, please. And everybody walks in my kitchen asking me where the garbage can is. But it came with 2. So like you could recycle and throw away, or you could. So here's just a little tip when you do pay someone to come in, and so your dad did. He put the cabinets in.
He and a friend.
Okay, he and a friend. We paid somebody to have ours done because we were just done with trying to, and our floors are very, very uneven because we have an old house, so it was not worth us trying to do as a DIY project. So we hired somebody. But guess what I didn't order in enough time? The drawer pulls. Apparently I have an issue with drawer pulls. Okay, I didn't order them. So the guy couldn't put in the drawer pulls when we had it installed. So Andy and I had to go and buy a little device, which you can put in. And I actually have some videos because I learned a lot. But depending on what kind of holes you have, you line them up. We had 48 drawer pulls. Okay, so just a little note to self.
Something to consider.
Make sure you order those in plenty enough time in order to get the guy to install them. Because that's a DIY project that, I mean, you can do. We did it. It was fine. it just took another 2 or 3 days when I just wanted to use the kitchen. Like by that point, I just wanted to be done.
Instead of reaching under. Anyway, we're gonna forego that again.
We digress. So there's just some little tips. I think we're gonna actually revisit this because we did have a lot of people asking a multitude of different questions, and we can't necessarily answer them all right now. So go ahead and watch this countertop series that we're continuing, just so that you can decide which countertop is best for you. And then stay tuned for our next episode, where we will talk about something very interesting and wonderful. So
might be a new series, so stay tuned.
Yeah, have a great night.